some names are new names. Welcome to our class. في some names طبعا they are common. Every week they are attending. يلا, let's start. For today, as I told you, the previous class we did the majority of the almost all the types of bonding the previous classes. So I'm going to do revision class for all the past papers. I'm going to say more than one idea about the past papers, tricks in general بتاعت البonding, الatoms والbonding. For all the ones بقى who are struggling with doing past papers, this is the majority of the students في grade 9 و grade 10 و grade 11, they are struggling with bonding. So that's why we're going to do this class. So it's going to help you. If you need again another one more class related to the bonding, I will do برضه another one more class. Okay, يلا, let's start. So for the first question here, he's talking about what? He's talking about he's giving you more than one element, and he is saying how can you answer these. So if you check it out with me, the first one, he is saying which element from these has exactly 7 protons. So which one of these can exactly have 7 protons? What do you think? Who want to say? Hey, Rined, tell me.
J.
Yes, tell me. How should I answer it?
J.
Excuse me? J. Yes, correct. From where do you know it's J? لأنه the small
Element
number.
J because the atomic.
Exactly.
Because the atomic number.
Bravo. So if I have the big number was 14 or the small number was 7, that's true. So this means it's going to be the number of protons is going to be 7. The small number is always the atomic number. Well, big number is always the mass 8, the mass number. Good job, Rined. Bravo. طب which element? Can you please mute? Which element has exactly 6 neutrons? What do you think?
E. E. E.
E. Let's see E. جماعة ممكن please بس نعمل mute please عشان it's going to be instead of all the time I'm going to stop to mute someone, so please بس it's better to mute. You said E. طب why did you choose E? You are going to subtract the big number minus the small number. So when you subtract L12 minus 6, it's going to be 6 neutrons. Correct. طيب, which one has more protons than neutrons? You need to count for every one the number of protons and number of neutrons. So which one do you think? Sorry?
D. D.
طيب, let's see. You said D.
D.
خلاص يا جماعة, one said D, خلاص, enough. I will tell you. D, let's count for D. If I'm going to count for D, it's going to be the small number. I will choose the small number. This is 2. So this means 2 protons. Am I right? Type. What about the 3 minus 2? 3 minus 2, this means you're going, when you subtract 3 minus 2, so it's going to be 1. But this means in the neutrons is 1. So the protons فعلا are more than the neutrons. That's true. So it's D, correct. طيب, which element has correct? Bravo. طبعا ما شاء الله, all of you are answering in the chat, so that's why I'm not going to call all these names. ما شاء الله, there are a lot. طيب, which one is going to have the electronic structure 2 and 5? What do you think? What do you think? Which one?
J.
Sorry?
J.
J. Correct. طب let's see. What do I
J.
mean? What do I mean
J.
by the word electronic structure? Electronic structure. بصوا احنا we have more than one word. Electronic structure, electronic configuration.
Number shell.
Exactly. how the electrons are distributed inside my atom. Okay, so electronic, عشان sometimes the students, they don't know what do I mean by this. So electronic structure, same like electronic configuration. It is how the electrons are distributed. So which one did you choose? You choose J. Why J? لأنه small number for J is 7, so it's 2, 5, correct. Type an atom of an element from group 7 in the periodic table. So which one is it? Again, it's J. صح, correct. برافو, good job. طيب, which atom is a noble gas?
And L.
Sorry?
5 gonna be L.
Shall I get you the periodic table? Which one? Wait 1 minute.
Fluorine.
YL. YL, this
Fluorine.
one. YL.
Because
This is 9, correct?
fluorine.
So it's
The
2A.
proton number is 9.
I was talking about this one. هي دي J. Which one about L? L, you're going to find the small number is 9. So 9 يعني 2, 7. This is the configuration. You need to do configuration first. يعني electronic structure. You need to check how the electrons are distributed inside the atom. So it's going to be 2, 7. Since enough the outer shell is having 7 electrons, but this means it's in group A. It's in group 7. Good job. Type. Next. Which one is an atom of a noble gas? This is so confusing. Sometimes the students, especially when I put this question in an exam, all the students, I don't know, they are confused about the last one. Sorry?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, dear, tell me.
D.
Oh,
I have a question.
excuse me. Someone is
Isn't
having a question.
noble gases the 8th group?
Noble gas is the 8th group. Yes, sometimes we call it 8th group, sometimes we call it 0 group.
Isn't noble gases the 8th group?
Yes, dear, yes. The last group, lower in this area. It's the last group, yes, the 8th group, correct. These are the gases, they don't lose, they don't gain, they don't share, they are completely stable. Okay? What do you think?
So why is fluorine noble gas?
No, this is not fluorine. For this one هي اللي في group 7 اللي هي L.
D.
This one. لكن I'm talking, احنا لسه still we didn't answer this one. You said D. Correct D. Why did I choose D بقى? This is شوية confusing. Why did I choose D? لأنه if I'm going to check the numbers for the last one, check كده. عشان ال D عندها how many electron? ال D is having 2 electrons. Yes, but since it's having 2 electrons, يبقى this means
2.
Already stable, exactly. It's already stable. لأنه noble gases in general, they must have in the outer shell. Can you please leave me the chance to talk? I don't want anyone to answer. Okay, I will answer. It's fine. Okay? لأنه كده it's going to be so messy. I'm going to answer. Once I ask the question, you can raise your hand and then I'm going to ask. Okay? But don't ask random, please. Thank you. So if I'm going to talk about noble gas, how should I choose? And this is a noble gas. You are going to choose the ones. I'm going to explain it, yes, Alum. Thank you. For the noble gas, you are going to choose the one which is having a full outer shell. You got my point? So since in the D, it doesn't have except one shell only, but this means it's stable. You got my point? لأنه the first shell أصلا filled up 2 electrons only. Okay? طيب. Good job. طيب, I want to answer with you a question. But let's continue this first. Then we'll do another one. يلا. You can just raise your hand without answering. What's meant by the term isotopes? Yes, yeah, Ahmed.
Can I answer?
Ahmed? Yes, Ahmed.
It's the same element but with different number.
Bravo, good
It's
job.
the same element but with different number of neutrons.
Bravo, good job. صح, correct. What are isotopes? هم atoms. طبعا question بتاع isotopes, this is very common. In Cambridge and Edexcel, very common. It is atoms of the same element having same atomic number or different mass number. That's true. Or you can say atoms of the same element having same number of protons or different number of neutrons. Okay? Okay, next. Which two of the 6 atoms shown are isotopes of each others? What do you think? Which ones are going to be isotopes to each others? Hey, Ronnie, tell me.
Can I answer? E و G.
E و G. Let's check. This is E و this is G. Yes. Why Ronnie you choose E and G? لأنه both of them they have the same E.
Because it have the same number of proton but different
برافو يا رانيا. Good job. لأنه both of them
number of proton.
correct. They have the same number of proton والmass number بس هو اللي different. برافو. Good job. طيب. Why this question برضو I like it so much لأنه it's really good. Why do isotopes have identical chemical properties? Why do you think they have? Why in general the isotopes they are going to have similar chemical properties? Why do you think?
Can I answer?
You can, yes, tell me.
Can I answer?
Yes, yes, answer.
Because both of them have the same electron numbers.
Type. I will tell you something. If you are going to say because
So
they
they
have
make the same chemical properties.
no,
Can I answer?
no, you cannot say because they have the same بصي هو same number of electrons it's okay but it's not the best answer. هي same number of electrons ايه؟ In the outer shell. In the outer shell يعني مثلا let's say I'm having sodium.
I can't understand the question.
Can you please wait while I explain? I was explaining already. Listen, if I'm having say let's say oxygen مثلا. Oxygen, let me make a new minute. If I'm going to say oxygen is 16 and 8, am I right? Oxygen, another isotope للأكسجين is 17 and 8 another isotope is 18 and 8, okay? طيب. If I'm going to check the configuration مش all the time oxygen is going to be 2 and 6, am I right? لأنه already the mass number بس هو اللي changed لكن the atomic number all of it is it the same or not? Sorry?
Huh?
What did you say? You got my point? يعني all of them they are going to have the same number of electrons in the outer shell. يبقى this means in whatever oxygen is it it's going to do the same يعني it's going to gain electrons. You got my point? يعني this one is going to gain this one is going to gain 2 this one is going to gain 2. So whatever oxygen which oxygen is it all of them they are going to gain the same number of electrons. اللي هما 2 electrons, okay? يبقى that's why he's asking you why do isotopes react similarly. I'm going to say because they have the same number of electrons where in the outer shell. Clear? Huh? Is it okay?
Yeah, yes, miss.
Great. So once he asks you why do they have the same chemical properties, please don't say because they have the same number of electrons. No. You need to say because they have the same number of electrons in the outer shell. Type. Let's take this question. This is again a very important question. Very important. For Cambridge and for Edexcel, you're going to be asked the same question. Same. He is going to ask you why or describe the structure and the bonding of magnesium as an example. Describe the structure and bonding in magnesium. So how should I do this? There is a difference between two questions. في question هيقول لي describe the bond وفي question هيقول لي what's meant by الميتاليك bond. If he asks you describe and it's a 3 marks question, how should I answer it? The ones who answered احنا we need new بقى يعني because everyone can take one chance so others can do it. Yes يا جوجو. جانا خالد. Hey يا جوجو tell me. جانا.
So we can say that they have a very strong bonding.
They have very strong bonding then? Only
We
very
can say
strong.
that they have a very strong bonding,
Okay.
and also they have and the structure, they have regular structure that
Correct. Bravo. That's true. That's true. So I'm going to say إنه it is irregular. إن هي it is irregular. 1 minute لأنه في some students are asking me something. 1 minute. Someone is asking, Miss, is this past papers for Cambridge or for Edexcel? بس يا فري these questions يعني this book is for Cambridge but the same question exactly the same is for Edexcel. I'm trying to choose the questions that are found in both. You got my point? It's going to work for both. Don't worry. Okay, I didn't. Wow, mashallah. All of you are answering really good answers, bro. Thank you, Mohamed. Monsieur Mohamed is replying. Tell me. So as she said, let me repeat. Any magnesium metal, this is a metallic bond. This is the metallic bond, am I right? Take care. You need to draw as much as you can regular arrangement. If you are taking Edexcel, take care. Don't draw less than 3 lines. مش عارفة you know this or not. For Cambridge, they don't fix. يعني even for Cambridge, you can draw like this 3 lines. But for Edexcel, they cut 1 mark if you didn't draw 3 lines. Take care. يعني you need to draw 3 lines like this. Okay? وبعدين as much as you can try. هنا طبعا في question he doesn't want you to draw. But I'm saying this لأنه in other questions في Edexcel of Cambridge he will tell you may draw. So if he asks you may draw, يبقى you need to draw. Okay? And then I'm going to put here positive. All the metal is a positive ion لأنه metals in general they lose electrons. You got my point? طيب what is left in this drawing? There is something missing.
Negative
The charge.
electrons.
Sorry?
The charge.
Electrons.
Negative.
Negative.
That's true.
Charge.
The electrons, correct. The electrons are still left. So I'm going to draw here electrons randomly كده. You're going to draw electrons. طيب. يبقى if I ask you what's meant by, take care محدش يرسم positive negative. If you draw positive positive, if you draw positive negative, this is an ionic bond. This is wrong. This is a fatal mistake. It must be all positive or surrounded by electrons. So if I ask you what's meant by a metal or what's meant by or how you describe a bond, you're going to say it is the regular arrangement. You need to start your word by regular arrangement. ليه؟ لأنه he said describe. Since he wants description, you need to start it is the regular arrangement of what? Of the positive ion and C of delocalized electrons. يعني electrons دول they are surrounding the positive ions. Okay, so this is very important. طيب, if he asks you why does the magnesium conduct electricity when solid? بصوا, metals in general conduct electricity all the time. مين اللي it conduct electricity sometimes yes or sometimes no? ionic compound. يبقى ركزوا بقى في البارت دي. يبقى metals all the time they conduct electricity all the time. تطلع solid بقى تطلع molten they conduct. لكن ionic compounds لا. ionic compounds they conduct electricity only in 2 cases. Either it's molten or it's aqueous. لكن when it is aqueous يعني dissolved in water. So these are the only 2 cases that the ionic compound will conduct electricity with. If it's a solid لا, it will not. طيب, what about metals? Metals they conduct electricity all the time. I usually say to the students لأنه sometimes the students they are confused. I tell them إنه if I'm going to get my key and I put it in the electricity, I'm going to get shocked. والkey solid. يبقى all the time metals صح logic يعني. in general metals دايما بتعمل conduct بقى وهي solid أو هي molten. لكن ionic compound it's going to conduct electricity إمتى؟ بس when molten أو aqueous. طيب, if he asks you why does the metal conduct electricity all the time? هقول because they have what? برافو good job يا ياسمينة because they have free delocalized electron. يبقى الميتال عشان عندهم دايما زي ما احنا لسه عاملين لما when we draw it احنا we draw electrons ف that's why عشان عندهم دايما electrons free moving electrons ف since they have these free delocalized electrons that's why they conduct electricity. لكن the other one لكن ionic compound ليه بيعملوا conduct electricity when molten أو aqueous؟ لأن هما they have they conduct electricity لأن هما they have mobile ions يعني they have free ions to move. Okay, so don't forget please this part. يبقى if he asks you why does the metal conduct electricity, I will say because they have mobile electrons or free moving electrons. لكن if he asks why ionic compound conduct when molten or dissolves or aqueous, I'm going to say because they have free mobile ions. طيب, why magnesium is malleable? Why do you think magnesium is malleable? This is again a very common question. Why the magnesium is malleable? Who can answer this with me? Huh. Wait 1 minute, I will check another name. هما برضو same names. I need others بقى. Yes يا حبيبي, you know how?
Their like their particles are like bonded together hardly.
Perfect, but this is not the reason. Malleable, it means can be shaped. I will tell you.
Can I answer?
I will tell you. I will tell you. Who want to answer? You, Ronnie? Answer. صح يا ريتاش, correct.
Please can you say again?
Particles can slide over each other.
Exactly, بالظبط. بصوا, أنا دلوقتي if I'm having a metal, احنا we said in all the metals they are formed of what? Positive ions. Am I right? All the metals are formed from positive ions. So if now I'm going to start doing force, what will happen? Wait, I can show you the PowerPoint for this part. If I'm going to do any force, does the I will show you this part, لأنه this part is really important. You see, this is the metal.
Miss, why ionic bond conducts electricity?
I will show you. Can you give me a minute? This is the metal. You see, مثلا
Miss, why ionic compound conducts
when molten or aqueous, حاضر, I will. طب shall I explain best this part? Then I will explain for you your question. Can you give me 2 minutes, please? This is the lithium. As an example, this is a metal. 2 and 1. يعني if you are going to check the atomic number, you are going to find an atomic number is what? Is 3. يعني 2 and 1. يبقى this means in the outer shell, I'm having 1 electron. Well, this is the electron that is going to be lost. And this is the electron that's going to be lost by the lithium. Let's see كده. أهو. You see? فthis electron اللي موجود في الليثيوم ده اللي هو free moving all the time, this is the electron responsible in why lithium conduct electricity. I don't want anyone بقى to do any mistake related to this, please. يبقى when I ask you in the exam, why ده بالنسبة للconduction of electricity, أنا لسه هقول الماليبل بقى. So once I ask you, why sodium conduct electricity? Why magnesium conduct electricity? Why aluminium conduct electricity? لأنه in the exam, I'm not going to tell you why metal conduct electricity. No. I will ask you why magnesium. I will give you example. So why magnesium conduct electricity? Why sodium conduct electricity? You're going to say because they have mobile electrons. Because they have what? Because they have mobile electrons or free delocalized electrons. طيب, والأحسن نقول free delocalized electrons. We take care. Edexcel students, 1 mark to say electron, 1 mark to say in the electrons can be free to move. فتake care من المارك scheme. طيب, this is, I want to show you بقى why it's malleable. I will show you. Malleable, it means can be shaped. يعني if I'm going to do a force, you see here, I'm going to start doing a force. What will happen once you will do a force? The layers are going to slide over each others. That's why the metals are malleable. يعني أنا if I'm going to get a metal وI'm going to hammer it, I'm going to find ان المetal will be shaped. ليه؟ لأنه layers are the layers they can slide over each other. So this is the main reason. طب if I'm going to ask you, طب ما why أصلا ما this is all positive ions. Why they are not repelling each other? They supposed to repel. يعني why here since it's positive or positive but they are the same charge. طب why they are not why they are not repelling each other? I'm going to say لأنه في مين in the middle؟ في electrons in the middle. فالelectrons they are still attracting the layers. That's why the layers they slide over each other and they don't separate. I hope this is clear. Easy? Okay. Type for the girl, I don't know, there is a lovely girl who was asking about why ionic compound conduct when molten أو aqueous. احنا كده we are talking about the metal. طيب I will show you البارت بتاعت الأيونيك بقى عشان برضو if anyone is feeling confused لأنه دايما احنا عندنا problem في in the exam إنه when I get a question مثلا in the especially grade 9 بقى in general يعني once I ask you مثلا هو why metal conduct electricity ألاقي الستودنتس بقى بيتكلموا على melting point والboiling point جماعة when I ask about conduction of electricity يبقى أنا I want you to say هم عندهم free delocalized ions أو free delocalized electrons. يعني الأينز هي اللي free to move ولا الإلكترونز هي اللي free to move. يعني there is no relation between melting point والboiling point والelectricity. يعني take care من ال question what does the question want. بصوا أهو this is مثلا an ionic compound for the girl. I don't know what's the name of the girl but I heard her she's saying you know she wants a question about this. This is a what's your name, the one who are asking about ionic compound why they conduct electricity? Because it's not good to call you without a name. Who are you, Rital?
Yes, me.
It was you والله شفتي I felt والله it's you يا ريتو. طيب بصي this is an ionic compound. ionic compound مش usually it's a positive ion and then a negative ion, positive ion, negative ion, am I right? أهو okay it's one positive one negative, one positive one negative. As long as the positive والنيجاتيف دول يا ريتو they are connected to each others, are they going to connect وهم موجودين في اللاتس? This is called a lattice شبه الكريستال كده. Do you think they are going to conduct وهم they are connected to each others كده? Do you think so? They will never. For this ionic compound to conduct electricity, you need to break this lattice يا ريتو. How you will break this lattice? Either you will melt it يعني هنعمل heating. Once you will melt it, the particles will be away from each other, so that's why it will conduct. This is an option. But what's the other option? Instead of melting it, you can add water. Yani these are the only two options. Like if it's a solid, it will never conduct. Okay? طيب, I will show you now. بصي أنا I will start heating it. بصي what will happen to the ions? Oh, now the ions are free to move or not? Huh? It's going to conduct electricity, am I right? But since now it's going to conduct electricity, يعني because the ions are free to move. وما اقولش electrons بقى، دي اسمها ionic compound، يبقى ال ions هم اللي free to move. طيب ال other option بالنسبة لي if I'm having ايه؟ هو ده again ال ionic compound بس أنا I will add water to it. Once I will add water يا ريتو the ions are free to move or not after you add the water? ها يا ريتو okay. So this is how here the ions are connected to each others or hold, they are held together. That's why they will never conduct. For them to conduct, you need to add water, so they are going to be aqueous. In this case, the ions are going to be free to move, as they will be easy. Exactly. صح يا أحمد. Correct. I hope this is clear. طيب, let's continue. I want to show you بقى يعني كمان أنا ممكن.
Yes, I don't understand.
Which part you don't understand? This one? We'll see. As long as the ions connected to each other, they will never conduct.
I
لازم
don't understand how.
the ions ما أنا I'm repeating أهو والله. the ions to conduct electricity. بصي عشان السبستنس دي تعمل conduction للإلكتريستي لازم الايونز تكون moving freely، يعني لازم دي moving away from this. for them to move freely يبقى you need to break this lattice. that's why here I added water. When I added water, the water break this lattice so the ions are moving freely. اللي هما ال Na وال Cl مثلا as an example. يبقى this means in this case it's going to conduct electricity. You got my point? Okay? Okay. طيب I want to show you برضو a different type of questions اللي هما ال questions of the tables. You know, sometimes the students, they don't know when does this substance is a solid, when is it a liquid, when is it a gas. In the tables, I need to know something like this مثلا. When it is a solid, when it's a liquid, when it's a gas. When do I choose in this is an ionic compound or it's a covalent compound. These questions are so tricky, so confusing. So I want to do one with you. احنا ممكن next week برضو to do again more past papers يعني if you want we can do more past papers برضو. Okay, يلا let's do it. So the first question, why the which two substances could be metals? How do I choose and these two substances are going to be metals? احنا قلنا metals they conduct electricity all the time or they conduct electricity at only when molten? What do you think?
All the time.
All the time.
Exactly. Metals
time.
conduct all the time, correct. طيب والmelting point والboiling point both numbers are going to be high numbers ولا low numbers? أكيد metals is going to be a high numbers. يبقى for sure I'm going to choose.
High numbers.
Correct. يبقى I'm going عشان أعرف إنه this is a metal I'm going to choose high sorry I'm going to choose high melting or boiling point at the same time I'm going to choose a يعني high melting or boiling point وإن both يكونوا conducting يعني it conduct electricity all the time وهي solid وهي liquid. يبقى which letter should I choose? Which letter? A, B, C, D, E, F. Which ones? I need two substances. So I will search for substance that is having high melting or boiling point. Or I will search also for number that is for the substance that conduct electricity all the time.
It's your
Excuse me?
You're
B?
not sharing.
Miss, we can't see the question.
Really? This one, now you see?
أيوة miss.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Now it's like the PPT, not the question.
Again? Oh, what's wrong? Wait 1 minute. I'm going. Huh? Now it's there? Is it showing now?
No.
No
Yeah,
miss.
yeah.
Finally?
Yes, it's showing now.
Okay, type.
Yeah, it's there.
Choose بقى. Which two substances are going to be metals?
D and F. لا D and C.
No. I said for any substance to be a metal, they must have a high melting point. بصي دي عندها melting point,
Yeah.
low melting point. وبعدين it doesn't conduct electricity. الميتال they conduct, so it will never be D. لكن it could be a, which one? Bravo, all of you answered it correct. C and F, bravo. C and F. Why C and F بقى? C لأنه both of them they have high numbers.
C and F.
Correct. Both of them they have high numbers. That's true. وفي نفس الوقت they conduct electricity all the time. وهي solid وهي liquid it's going to conduct all the time. Correct. طب which substance could be nitrogen? How do I know إنه this substance is nitrogen? Nitrogen is what? Nitrogen is a gas. So
It will not connect and it has a low boiling point.
exactly. طب أعرف منين يعني? How do I know إنه this
going
substance is it
Low
solid?
boiling point.
طب can you give me بس 1 minute please? How do I know إنه this substance How do I know إنه this substance is a solid or a liquid or a gas? In a very easy way. When I find in both numbers the melting point والboiling point are high numbers, بس high ازاي؟ يعني how do I know إن هما high? More than 25. When I find in the melting point والboiling point both numbers are more than 25 يبقى this is a solid. Okay? دي بقى من التريكس بتاعت ال questions دي. لانه السوليد دايما بيبقى سترونج بيبقى هارد فذاتس واي هلاقي الميلتنج بوينت والبويلنج بوينت بتاعته اكتر من 25. طب واي سبيشالي 25؟ لانه 25 هي الروم تمبريتشر. اوكي ف when I find the melting point or boiling point more than 25 يبقى this is a solid. طيب when do I know ان this is a gas? When you find in the melting point والboiling point both numbers are less than 25 يعني small numbers يبقى this is a gas. طب how do I know إن this is a liquid؟ زي الواتر هلاقي الميلتنج بوينت هي اللي less than 25 بس البويلينج بوينت more than 25 يبقى هلاقي دايما زي الواتر ما هو الواتر الميلتنج بوينت بتاعته 0 والبويلينج بوينت بتاعته 100.
Miss,
Yes. Yes.
Miss, can I ask a question?
Yes, sure.
How I know that the melting point and the boiling point higher than 25 or less than 25?
يا روحي ما هي it's written اهي. هو negative 110 دي more than 25 ولا less than 25؟ What do you think? If I'm having here the number
Less.
exactly this is less than 25 well this is again less than 25 so this is a solid ولا liquid ولا gas? What do you think? Huh? Both numbers are lower than 25 so this is a
Can
gas.
I ask a question?
Yes dear, tell me. Huh? Why what?
Gas.
Yes it's a gas طبعا for
Why
sure.
it's not A?
Why it's not A?
Why
Because
it's not A?
طيب is it logic إنه metal it's going to be a gas؟ هنا melting point less than 25 والboiling point less than 25 يبقى for sure this is a gas. Is it logic in there is a metal gas? All metals are solids impossible تكون gas. لازم عشان يكون metal يكون solid. Okay لأنه the only metal مفيش metal gas أصلا. The only metal that is a liquid mercury أصلا all metals are solids فأكيد it's not A. بلس بقى كمان ان هو بيقول لي it doesn't conduct electricity وهي solid وهي molten. طب انت how you will choose its metal؟ اكيد it's A. لو هي doesn't conduct وهي solid وهي liquid اكيد دي مش metal لان الميتال بيعمل conduct في solid وفي liquid. اوكي لكن if you are asking about this question which substance could be nitrogen انا معاكي اؤيدك it could be A لانه both numbers are lower than 25 وفي نفس الوقت it doesn't conduct electricity it could be A. If you are asking about this question yes it could be A. Okay. طيب next which substance could be an ionic solid? What do you think? Which substance could be an ionic solid? How do I know?
Does non-metal have a boiling point?
Sorry?
B. Have high melting and boiling point.
Ionic solid يبقى this means it's going to conduct electricity امتى as we said وهي molten and aqueous only. والحاجة التانية إنها it's going to be having high melting و boiling point طبعا. So what do you think بقى؟ Hey. You said B, correct B, برافو. Why؟ لأنه B
B.
عندها high melting و boiling
It's
point.
B.
That's true, correct. و at the same time it doesn't conduct electricity when solid و it conduct when liquid. Correct. يبقى it's B. طيب which substance is going to be a liquid at room temperature? What do you think?
A liquid will have high boiling point and high boiling point and low melting point.
It has what?
High melting point and
I will tell you, when I say in this substance is liquid, يبقى this means إن عندها which one is high, which one is low. عندها high boiling point, that's true, وعندها low melting
the boiling point is high.
Yes, correct, bravo. So which letter am I going to choose?
D.
Correct, bravo. D, عندها low melting point و high boiling point, that's true. طيب, there was another question. Bravo, good job. All of you are answering in the chat. Well, thank you for the ones who are replying in the chat. Yani, this is so helpful. Thank you so much. Marwan was asking, why not F? Miss, can you explain why does ionic solid? It means ionic compound. Miss, can you show the book you are explaining as it's my first time? حاضر يا ملوكة, one minute. To all of you are asking, mashallah, at the same minute. طيب, 1 minute. Yasmina, this is not related to this part. I cannot do this now. You can text me on WhatsApp or I will reply to you. Okay? طيب, related to Laura, can you show the book? I have more than one book here. If there is more than one book here, Laura. But this one, I use this لأنه it has يعني varieties يعني different questions, different ideas. I have my own برضه past papers. If you are in Kuwait, I can tell you where you can get it. So I don't know. I think I can برضه in Egypt. I think that it's there also. But I don't know why in other countries it's there or not. When solid and conduction, the sound is laggy. Really? Wallahi, I bought, last class, last Friday, when the sound was laggy, once I was done with your class, I went down, I bought a new net. I bought a new router just for you, wallah. This day, last Wednesday, last Friday, sorry. My voice is laggy. Wait 1 minute, I'm going to get the internet, 1 minute.
Miss, do you send the past papers?
The screen? I didn't write anything on the screen, yes, alone. Marwan, I didn't write anything. No, I was not writing anything. But I want to tell you something. If there is any delay, this is because of the weather. Wallahi, I have 2 internets. I don't know what to do more. And I bought 2 routers. But the point, sometimes because of the weather, sometimes when it's raining, like last week or this week, this is something not in my hand. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. Type. I think I replied to all the questions. Oh, I want to tell you something, but before we end. Some questions, there was again another question like this one in a table, and he was asking you مثلا, why, same like question A, why are these metals? So you need to say, let's say مثلا you choose C and F as an example. He will tell you what's your evidence. يعني what's your evidence? It's C and F. So you need to say what's your reasons. I will say because they have high melting and boiling point and they conduct electricity when molten and solid. You got my point? Sometimes you need to say the answer if يعني why did you choose this one? If يعني in case and he will ask you for the evidence. Okay? طيب إن شاء الله mostly next Friday if you want again to do past papers before we start a new topic لأنه I know in December the majority of the schools they are doing exams same like our school. If you want I can do again next Friday again another past papers class related to the bonding atoms and bonding again لأنه طبعا there is a lot of ideas. We cannot do it in one class. When I have a class again at 10, unfortunately, I was having till 9. I'm having now after 3 minutes. Inshallah next week again I'm going to do one more past papers class with different ideas, but maybe with drawings, with tables, so we can practice more. Well, I will tell you exactly the timing on the group. If you are not on the group or on the Instagram, you can just check في chemistry lovers groups على WhatsApp أو على الانستغرام. I'm going to post when is the class exactly inshallah. Okay. Also I'm going to put this video, I'm going to put the record for this video on the YouTube. I think all of you know the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you are going to find automatic once the video is there, it will show you يعني إنه it's there. Okay. Thank you so much for a wonderful lesson. You're most welcome, Monsieur Mu'taz. It's my pleasure. Mohamed Osama, he put for you the links for the WhatsApp والتليجرام واليوتيوب والإنستغرام. Thank you, Mohamed, والله. Thank you so much. طيب, you're most welcome.
Excuse me, guys, on YouTube channel?
YouTube channel, yes. Mohamed Osama, he put it now. You're going to find this on the group. يعني you're going to find on the YouTube this class, you're going to find it in the YouTube, inshallah. But it takes maybe 2 days. So if you subscribed on the channel, you will, يعني once it's there, it will show you. Is it 1 hour? Oh, يا مروان 1 hour لأنه unfortunately I was having a class والله till 9 and now I have a class at 10. يعني if later I can do one more class والله I will write برضو on the group on Instagram. I will try. رنيم, can you explain organic chemistry? بصي يا رنيم, هي البوينت انه الاورجانيك chemistry اكتر related to grade 10. فانا I'm trying to do more topics اللي هي for everyone, اللي هو for grade 9 و for grade 10. التوبكس اللي احنا بنعملها دي they are bases, it will work with everyone. Organic chemistry I'm doing بس بصراحة for the other tuitions, يعني اللي هم الناس اللي مثلا they are joining for May, June أو كده, they need the organic. لكن I'm trying to choose the topics that is important for everyone. وسبيشالي كمان ان الاورجانيك not only one class. الاورجانيك ده الكانو الكين واستر وكربوكسيليك اسيد, يعني it needs at least 5 classes. You got my point? But you can text me or I can send you my records for the organic or my PDF for the notes. It will help you a lot. Okay? طيب. Thank you so much.
Miss,
Thank you so much for the lesson. You're most welcome, يا مريم. You're most welcome, يا ملوك. You're most welcome, يا حبوب. Thank you. Yes, dear. Tell me. Yes.
Miss ينفع تعملي حصة على الإلكتروليسيس؟
على electrolysis I did والله I did more than one class على electrolysis. حاضر. If you want me to repeat I can. حاضر. الأورز I can understand it. حاضر يا لوجي. اللي هو extraction of metal. Okay, no problem. I will. حاضر. No problem. Thank you, Miss, for this lesson. You're most welcome, يا روحي. Miss, what state conduct when liquid but not in solid? الأيونيك compounds أو الأيونيك compounds in general يا محمد. Nawara, thank you for the lesson. We really appreciated and we benefited a lot. Really, Nawara, this is my pleasure, dear. يعني you really made my day, والله. This is so good that يعني it really helped. Was there any lesson for acid and bases? Yes, يا حبيبة, there was a lesson for acid and bases last month. Yes, you're most welcome. Miss, I will be taking my leave now. You're most welcome. Okay, يا محمد. You're most welcome, يا أحمد. يلا, have a great night. Enjoy your weekend. See you next week. Bye. Love you.